Have the Denver Broncos found their right tackle of the future in Alex Palczewski? Palczewski stepped in Week 3 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and played about as well as you could ask a player seeing his first snaps in the NFL at right tackle to play. He picked up stunts. He only allowed one pressure in pass protection. He looked good in run blocking. Todd Bowles, the Buccaneers head coach and defensive play caller, was throwing a lot of different stuff at him, knowing that he was making his first NFL start, and I thought that Palczewski handled it about as well as you could ask him to handle it. The question now becomes, could Alex Palczewski be part of the long-term plans for the Denver Broncos on the offensive line? What we saw in Tampa Bay in Week 3 is very encouraging. Could he be the long-term answer at right tackle? Now, there's several layers to this. Obviously, Palczewski needs to generate a larger sample size. He's going to go against much stiffer competition in the Broncos' ensuing games. The New York Jets, they've got a very tough pass rush. The Raiders with Max Crosby. Obviously, the Chargers, when healthy, they've got Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. So Alex Palczewski is going to get some tougher tests than what the Buccaneers had to offer. They don't exactly have the greatest edge rushers, and their best pass rusher overall in Vita Vea was not playing in this game. So first of all, we just need to see a larger sample size from Palczewski. But let's say that in his next 3 starts, which he's going to fill in for Mike McGlinchey since McGlinchey is on IR, let's say that he passes those tests. Then what happens? Does Palczewski possibly become the Broncos starter at right tackle long term? As far as the rest of the season, once McGlinchey gets back, I don't know about that. I want to bring in Mike McGlinchey's contract first of all, because this is the first element that we have to talk about. You're not moving on from Mike McGlinchey this year. There's no question about that. If the Broncos were to move on from him next year, though, they would have to eat $23.7 million in dead cap. I don't know if Denver is willing to do that. They just ate all that dead money with Russell Wilson. Next year is going to be the first time that they actually have some money to spend and accrue assets to help this team. So moving on from Mike McGlinchey, at least in 2025, is probably not in the cards. The following year in 2026 could be a more realistic option if the Broncos were to cut Mike McGlinchey as a post-June 1st release. The more realistic option, I feel like, would be to maybe move Mike McGlinchey to left tackle. He did play left tackle his final season in college at Notre Dame. He does know the position. I've seen some people maybe saying I've seen some people saying that maybe Alex Palczewski could be the long-term replacement for Garrett Bowles at left tackle. I don't see that, and the reason I don't see that is because Palczewski never played left tackle in college. They tried him at left tackle a little bit in the preseason, both last year and this year, and he looks more natural at right tackle. That just feels like the more natural position for Alex Palczewski. In 2025, we could see Mike McGlinchey move to left tackle with Garrett Bowles moving on in free agency. I don't see a scenario where the Broncos bring Bowles back. And then you could possibly insert Alex Palczewski at right tackle. He's going to fill in for Mike McGlinchey in these next 3 games, and we're going to get a larger sample size against more stiff competition, and we're going to see if Palczewski can rise to the occasion. If so, the Broncos might have something long-term for their offensive line. I'm curious, Broncos country. Let me know your thoughts on Alex Palczewski's performance in the comment section down below. Do you feel like he played well enough to at least entertain the conversation of maybe moving him to right tackle permanently? Drop those comments down below, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts, as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video, as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are both free and easy ways to show your support. It helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out and helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country, just like you and me. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.